So just write down whatever comes to mind. We'll do this for about 10 minutes. If you're listening to the CD, shut the CD off now, and then we'll come back when you're finished. Okay, we're back. Okay, now you have your list. So I want you to scan that list, and for those listening here in the CDs, do the same thing. I want you to scan this list, and each one of them, just quickly next to it, on a scale of 1 to 10, write down what your belief is that you can get this, let's say within the next 6 months. Within the next 6 months. 10 being absolutely, 1 being no chance. Your level of belief. Okay? So if you're listening to the CD, shut the CD off and then come back when you're finished. Okay, great. So we have that list. Now, by a show of hands here in the room, how many people have some on the list that are a 1? Everybody, okay? How many have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are 1? Okay, everybody, okay. Does anybody here have something that's a 10? Yeah, everybody. Okay, so you all have something that's a 10. Here's the point. When you are starting this process, you can't focus on the things on your list that are a 1 because you have no belief you'll achieve them. And this is why people who read the book The Secret, people who read Think and Grow Rich, people who go to various law of attraction seminars miss the whole point. You go to goal setting seminars, success seminars, and they talk about dream big, get your dream bigger. You need the magic of thinking big. And that's a great book, by the way, The Magic of Thinking Big. But people are teaching you to get this outrageous big dream and focus on it. And they give you all these techniques to focus on this big dream. And you go through 10 years of your life and it never comes in. And you're frustrated because you don't believe you're going to get it and it's never going to come in because you're vibrating, you're transmitting an intention of getting it and a counter intention of you don't believe it. Therefore, it's never going to come in. So the method that we were taught in the societies was very simple. This is not a race. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some people are going to believe that they can become a billionaire, the day after college, or halfway into college, or when they're 12. And another person may never believe it for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to get into all the reasons. I'm just giving you the facts here. So what you need to do is you need to start with dreams or goals or desires or objectives that you can believe in. Now, let me tell you what the sweet spot is. If you look at that list, which ones should you focus on? Well, you should focus on the 10s. However, there is a sweet spot. And let me explain what the sweet spot is. The desire that you want, the goal that you want, the objective that you want, the dream that you want, the thing that you want that will come to you the fastest is a dream or a goal or an objective or a desire that's in the sweet spot. And what is the sweet spot? The sweet spot is something you want which you really, really want, which has high excitement, desire, gets the juices flowing, gets you excited when you think about getting it, gets you really motivated, lights your fire, and at the same time, you absolutely believe you can get it. Now, the sweet spot has to be in both. So let's walk on both sides here and let me show you the differences. Let's say you had in your list, I want to go to this fancy French restaurant. You've always wanted to go there. And you know it's going to cost a couple $100. And it could have the thought of going to this restaurant just for you turns you on. Like, I really, really feel like, oh, how good I would feel. Aha. Remember when I said the most important thing is feel good now? Aha. That's why I said that. Because the sweet spot is a goal that you know you would feel so good when you get it. And you believe that you can get it. Right now, maybe you only have the ability to look, you keep focusing on this radar screen. And you can see that, I get a Christmas bonus coming up. Maybe I'll get some money for my birthday. So you can see already a way. You're still too focused on the how, but you're thinking about the how. So you're thinking you're already figuring out ways to do it, which makes your belief go up. You see, when you get to unconscious competence, the how becomes irrelevant. And the more you do this, all of a sudden what occurs is any dream, your belief goes sky high because you have no clue of how it's going to happen. You just know from experience that whatever you want happens. But you can't do that now because success builds confidence. So in the beginning, you have to get some successes. Some of you on your list may say, I want to meet a mate. That's my goal. And you may say, look, I know I'll meet a mate. I don't know how. I know it'll happen. I don't know when, but I know it'll happen. So that could be as a goal on your list. And the thought of meeting a mate and being in a passionate, loving relationship, a fulfilling relationship is really exciting to you. And maybe you have a high level of belief and a high desire for it, and that's in your sweet spot. But let me tell you what's not in the sweet spot. The sweet spot is, I want to start my own business. And when you think about starting your own business, you think about the dream, you think about how much you would enjoy it, you get so fired up about starting your own business. Maybe it's a restaurant or a florist shop or something. And you just get so excited about it. Then when I say, what's your belief that you can achieve this? All of a sudden, all this doubt pops into your head. And you have massive doubt and your belief crashes. That goal right now is not in your sweet spot. The sweet spot has to be a goal that you are really excited about, really fired up about, that you know will make you feel fantastic and you feel good just thinking about it. See, all of these goals and objectives make you feel good when you think about them. So finding a goal in the sweet spot to focus on, or finding something you want, first look at the objective, think about it, it makes you feel good. You're looking for something that makes you feel really good, really excited, really motivated. You need massive desire. Remember Napoleon Hill? Define your dream and get a burning desire for its achievement. So the first question is, which of these dreams do you have a burning desire for? Not just, I'd like to go to that restaurant. So which of the dreams on your list do you have a burning desire for when you think about it? Then, which of the ones that you have a burning desire for do you have a high belief? 8, 9, or 10. Those are the ones in the sweet spot right now. Some of you are thinking, boy, I don't have very many. That's okay. Because there is a success cycle. It's a motivation cycle. When you do something for the first time and you see it work and you see the success, your belief goes up that this works. And once you start seeing magic happen, once you start seeing something occur that you didn't know how it would occur because you couldn't see how by looking at your radar screen, all of a sudden you start believing this is possible. this is possible. This stuff works. This stuff works. And all of a sudden, the dreams that you have burning desires for, all of a sudden now start getting matched up with a belief that you can actually achieve them. So the belief level starts going up, which is what Napoleon Hill said. Define your dream and get a burning desire for its achievement. But the key is believe. Now this is a scriptural principle as well. For those of you who are Christians, and we know we have Muslims here, and you're Hindu, right? Buddhist, and we have an atheist. We have a lot of different groups here, and this is not a religious meeting. But for those of you who are from the Christian background, scripturally it specifically says this. It says, ask and you shall receive. And it says, you get not because you ask not. Asking is you putting out into the universe what you want. Putting out into the universe what you want is using your brain to think about what you want, which puts out into the universe a transmission of a frequency. You do that with high power and high intensity with a long duration. With belief, it'll come back. Without any counter intention, it'll come in. And it says that. It says, ask and believe that what you are asking for, you shall receive, and you shall have whatsoever you ask. That's scriptural. So that's a scriptural basis. And you're shaking your head, yeah? In your religious texts, it's the same thing. Virtually all religious texts give these same principles because they are universal and they're physical laws. So the key here to getting whatever you want is this. First, define what you want. There's 3 ways to define what you want. Very specific, general, or just, I just want to feel good. Okay? Those are the 3 ways. Think about it. When you think about it, you have to have a burning desire. If you don't have a burning desire, and someone says, well, you know, there's really nothing I want that gives me a burning desire. Do you want to feel good? Okay, you need to get a burning desire for something. Now, if you don't have a burning desire, we'll address that in a couple sessions. Actually, we'll address that tomorrow when it comes to money, if you don't have burning desires. But the first step is you must define what you want. And the best way to do that is take a piece of paper, not a PC, but take a piece of paper and a pen and just write down anything and everything you want. And what you should do is you should have a book, not a PC. Don't do it in the computer. Get yourself a notebook or some type of spiral bound book where you can rip out pages and add pages. It could be a small one, could be a big one. I like 8.5 by 11 here in Europe. We use an A4, which is a little bigger piece of paper. And just call it your dream book. And anytime you think of something you want to do, no matter how crazy, how outrageous, whatever, just write that down. And then every once in a while, scan these goals, these dreams, these desires, and decide which one is really giving you a burning desire. And then decide what is your belief level. Now I'm going to show you how to start slowly getting this belief level up, because there's a few ways to do that. But the first thing is define your dream. Either something specific, something general, or just feeling good. The dream that you define, you have to have a burning desire for, which means something that really gets your juices flowing, that you really, 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 really want. Then match it up to make sure it's in the sweet spot